Yeehaw, nice, nice. Hickok 45 here. You didn't know that Ruger's been experimenting with laser technology for the Ruger SR22, did you? Find that out today first at the Hickok compound. Just kidding. Those are just some tracers we came by from Knob Creek, actually. Red tray guy. I'm not sure who does them. Let's take a look here because they're just lead. They were dirty. We even had a little trouble with one of them earlier. They're treasures. That's all you can say. Nothing you'd want to rely on too much, I think. Okay, so we're looking at the Ruger, the SR22 today. Had it for a few days. I've twittered about it a little bit, talked about it here and there online a little bit, and have been actually shooting it, trying to get a feel for it, because it's been out for a couple of weeks. And I wanted to just shoot it for a while and see what I think about it before just doing a video with it, and maybe shooting 4 or 5 magazines, and that gives you a good idea, of course. But I have fired before this video 600 rounds, and then messing around here before we just got started with the tracers and stuff, I guess probably about 620. So we have fired 600 rounds with it, and just wanted to let you know that. Getting a feel for it and seeing how it functions. Because one of the things about the 22 is an automatics, as I've mentioned before, is that's a dirty cartridge, and you get hang-ups eventually. It's just a matter of how long it is before you get them, whether it's a rifle or handgun, pistol. And so I was anxious to see, because from what I've read, people were having really good results with it. But I wanted to see for myself. I'm gonna load here while I'm gabbing. So out of the 600 rounds, I had one round early on, like second magazine, that took 2 or 3 hammer strikes, and I just pulled the trigger again. It's a double action, so pulled 2 or 3 times, and I think it went off on the 3rd round. And then I had one at about 400 rounds, something like that, that it never did fire. I struck it 4 or 5 times, and it didn't fire. So just bad ammo. There's a point. Had no hang-ups. Oops, put that wrong one. No hang-ups. No malfunctions. That was very pleasing, and that's what I was hoping to have. And of course, you just have to take my word for that. Well, you don't have to, but that's the way it was. So we'll see what happens today. Now, we did mess around with these tracers. These things they're really neat. Not really reliable, but they're really neat. So they're just lead, and they were shaving, and they're kind of funky. Boy, I hate to have to rely on those for self-defense, but or any 22 for that matter. But they work part of the time. Pretty neat. So we got a whole magazine on there to work. Those I don't count. Okay. So what I fired in these 600 rounds are mostly the Federal, just bulk ammo. 40 grain. Okay, because I've got a lot of that. And then I bought 3 or 4 of these containers of the Winchester, the Super X hollow points. I don't know, a couple hundred rounds of that, and it's worked fine. And that's all I have fired, I guess, in the different kinds of ammo. From what I've read online, where's my other magazine in my pocket? A lot of people that have shot it have had really good results with all sorts of ammo. So that's a good thing. And so we didn't go get all the 22. I don't have a lot of different kinds of 22. I've got 3 or 4 here we can try. But it appears, based on all reports, that it will function with a variety of ammo. And that is good news, because one of the characteristics of a 22, as I say, is sometimes the reliability of it. Now, I haven't tried this yet. I picked these up yesterday, some Blazer, and I thought we might shoot that. And I know the CCI, that's premium ammo there. That we may shoot some of those. They'll probably work. This is just some old stuff I had just brought out for ambiance. This is some old Western Super X ammo, and then CCI, some old stuff. So we'll shoot a little bit of everything, and take some more shots. If it malfunctions on us and starts having trouble, I don't know what to say, because boy, it's done well up to this point. Now let's look a little bit about the gun before we shoot it too much. This is a nifty little gun. Like I say, I've shot it 600 times, and not that I'm going to be a great marksman with it. A lot of that, I'll tell you, I just shot. I just wanted to put a lot of rounds through it and just crank them out. Just trying to get it dirty and see how it works. But you've got notice the decocker, okay? Your safety. You've got push up to disengage your safety. A little different from some guns, but this decocker, and it's ambidextrous either side. So lefties should like this gun. Same with the mag release. It's ambidextrous. Okay, so that's kind of a cool feature right there. And the grip, now I changed the grip. It was tough to get off. You just pull it off and slip the other one on. And I pulled and pulled. I finally had to get to tell you the truth, get a screwdriver, which I have here somewhere. And it was a bigger one than this, but I just very carefully got it in that little crack after I got just a little bit of space, and I helped it out along a little bit. So, but it does come off, and I like the larger one a little better. The other one's really small. The gun's pretty small to begin with. The grip is not that large, but it feels better to me. And so it has a larger grip panel on it. You do get these two magazine floor plates if you want just a little bit more room for your finger, your little finger there, pinky, to hold on to. I don't care for those, as you know. And you get the little pouch with it and all the manual and all that stuff in the lock there. So just brought that out so you know what comes with it if you hadn't already checked that out. You do have adjustable sights. That's pretty neat. And I did adjust them. Through most of the shooting I did, I was hitting okay, but I noticed I was trending left. And really, just towards the end of that, the last 2 or 3 magazines I shot, I decided I'm going to go ahead and move that sight. And I came out and just really took careful aim on some steel, and it did seem to be going left. And I think I've got it in better shape now. So I think I've got the windage okay. I even adjusted the elevation a little bit, so something you should not do after I finish shooting. We'll see, though. It seemed to be shooting not low, but I was having to hold up on the target just a little more than I like, so I did adjust that as well. So that's nice. You can adjust the sights on it. And I'm going to lay it down there. The trigger, it has a good trigger. Notice you got a mag. The trigger gets real funky. It's like, what? The gun's broken. That's because there's not a magazine in it. It has the magazine disconnect. Okay, pop that. Now, decock and magazine in it. Safety, whenever the safety is on, safety's engaged now, you got the same thing. So if the magazine is out or the safety is engaged, it's like the trigger's broken. It's a little different from some guns. Okay, it goes back, it might stay there, it just does not work. Disengage the safety and you're in business. Now there's nothing in the chamber, but you're ready to go. Double action. It does say in the manual that it's okay to dry fire it with as long as the magazine's in. No. So there you go, basic operation. Let's take a few shots. All right. Now we have a variety of targets. Since we're not going to be rolling a lot of heavy steel targets with this thing, we set up maybe more drinks than we normally do. All right, let's put one in the chamber. And let's just take a couple of drinks here. Like that guy. Yeehaw. And that one directly behind it. Yep. Okay, we got a bad round. Let's go ahead and cock it again. I could have used double action. Yep. I don't know. Well, actually, I do know what it is. I thought I had released a magazine with my big thumb or something there. That's why we stopped the video. And because I was about to make the gun look bad when I was the dummy. But anyway, it was not. The magazine is in there, and it just didn't pick up a round. Okay, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. All right. I think that might have happened once before. I was perplexed about, but anyway, we'll shoot. That's why I want to shoot a lot and figure it out and get it broken in and see how it does. All right, and I'll keep track of that magazine too. So what were we shooting? Oh, we were trying to hit that little drink down there. Okay. Now what I do? I just quit shooting. There we go. How about a big 2-liter? Nice fountain. Right. All right, we're empty. I have some more ammo though. Okay. All right. Let's finish off that fountain a little bit there. All right. Get a feel for where it's hitting. There's a drink right there. It needs to be hit. All right. I'm flinching a little bit. I think the sights are right on, so I got to get myself in gear here. All right, let's load them up again. So, okay, I think that was the magazine. Yeah, well, we'll keep an eye on it. I'm wondering, too, about those grips. I think I have it on there tight, looks like, so that wouldn't have kept the mag from being up all the way into the gun. I can see how that might. One thing I've noticed with the gun is that you really have to pop that magazine in there to get it to click in, and it might be part of the issue there. Might need more break-in time, but we'll have this for a long time to work with, and we'll see how it does over here over the long haul. But I noticed the magazine doesn't just click in, you know, like most magazines do. You have to really put some pressure on it to get it up there. Okay, try again. Oh, here's some guys right here. Let's do double action. Let's take the safety off. Okay. Knocked off my drinks. All right. More ammo. Yeehaw! Wow! Wow! Go at it. All right. Held that one in the right place. All right, I know where to hold now, I think. I got it. All I have to do is hit the target. This is a fun little shooter, I tell you. I have enjoyed just shooting it, the amount of shooting I've done. It, you know, I have some, I've had several 22 handguns, long rifle handguns. The Model 41 Smith. I've had the Ruger, I guess Mark III, Mark IV, whatever it is. I had one of those for a while. I finally traded that one. It was so hard to break down and mess with. Beautiful gun, shot like a dream, but I just didn't want to fool with breaking that thing down every time, because I really keep my guns clean. I like to, if I just go out and shoot 2 or 3 magazines, I like to clean them. And so I don't know, I traded that and let somebody talk me out of it. This is an interesting gun for a 22, because it's a different type gun than I'm used to. There's some others out there I know like this. This is more like a typical 9mm, you know, gun, like an SR 9C or something like that. It's more in line with that type of gun. I can see how it might have more appeal to a lot of people for that reason. Maybe one young just getting into firearms. It's kind of like mom or dad's 9mm, you know, the same kind of feel to it and operation and everything, more so than a gun that is designated a 22, because generally the 22s they're really, most of them, I guess, historically have been made to be just target guns. This is more in the vein, genre of like a carry gun, you know, it is. Now, I know in my, I have an FAQ on that. You know, I'm not crazy about conversions and trying to make a 22 out of a gun that you use a lot in 9mm or 40, because the same gun with no recoil and different you know, feel and everything, I'm not sure that. It's just not something I'm dying to do. A lot of people do that. But I can see an advantage of a gun that's just like a real gun. It's pretty neat. Operates the same way pretty much and has the same feel to it. Safety on, decocker, okay, put ears on, and shoot some more. All right, I'm gonna go across the hill and I'll cock the hammer, because I'm gonna try to do a little precision shooting. I'm gonna see if I can hit that red plate over there and figure out how low to hold. I think I have the windage on okay. There we go. All right, I like that little sound. Let's go to the big gong. Surely we can hit that if we can hit the red plate. I couldn't tell from the sound. Doesn't hit it quite hard enough to make a lot of noise, does it? Let's decock it, and I'm going to fire double action at the gong. The safety off. Feels good. I think I was in the vicinity. All right, I'm gonna shoot the plates. All right, fun little gun. It has an aluminum slide, has a very light slide, and I'll tell you one thing you notice with this gun. I'll shoot some of this just for kicks. With this cheaper bulk ammo, you get a lot of inconsistencies in power factor, and you can really tell a difference with this gun, whereas when you shoot in a rifle or something, you don't always notice it. Boy, with this gun you do, because a lot of the 600 rounds I fired were with this this stuff, and I'm amazed it functioned, because there were a few of those that were very, very light, but they went on cranking. So interesting, didn't pick up the round there. We've had a lot of success with it off camera. That's the way it goes, isn't it? Okay, let's try these. You might notice the difference too, if there is any. Okay, we'll try some of these drinks here, maybe. Let's pick off a few of these guys right here. We're so bad, aren't we? More soda destruction. Only have 20 rounds. You know, I looked for magazines last couple of days. I was at a gun show, gun shop or two. Imagine me doing that on a weekend. And I looked for some magazines, but nobody had any. Obviously, the gun just came out, and quite often it is hard to find magazines for a while when you have a new gun introduced. So this is pretty cool. You got the rail on there too, man. You could hang a laser sight on that thing if you wanted to. Flashlights, no, not bad, huh? I mean, it seems to be a winner. It really does. I'm thinking right now I'm not going to be able to send it back. I just kind of like it. It's fun to shoot. Like I say, most of the 22 pistols I've ever had were pretty big and pretty heavy. And I don't know, it's kind of nice to have just a small one like this for a change that is just really handy. Stick it in one of your existing holsters. You notice I've got it in one of my Glock holsters here. It seems to work okay. Just to carry around and plink with. So let's try it again. We have some more drinks down here. I think we had another one. All those guys did. Apparently not. See what we have here now. Let's cock it, get the slide back. Yep, didn't pick up a round. Okay. Magazine's in there. So I guess if the round was not powerful enough to throw the slide back far enough, but yet just powerful enough to eject the round, it could be it. You know? I don't know, that might be it. Because if there was a problem with the magazine not being up far enough, it shouldn't have put a round in just then. I don't know. Maybe a gunsmith can comment on that. All right. Yeehaw. Well, I got more ammo. I don't know why I thought I was empty, or something about the feel of it. Anybody else? There we go. There we go. I don't know, I guess it's such a light slide, it felt like it locked back on me, but it didn't. It was working fine. That was just me. Nice, nice. Let's load up one more time here. Play a little more. So, that's interesting. When I work the slide by hand, it's picking up the round. It does indicate to me, as I'm thinking here, you know, trying to think fast, that it's bringing the slide. Well, I had more ammo. It's bringing the slide back far enough to eject the round, but not enough to pick up the next one. That'd be my educated guess, you know, right now. I don't know. So I remember when I had the Uzi, I experimented with some hand loads, and I got some loads just by chance that it was firing full automatic when it was on semi-automatic, because they were just hot enough to bring the slide back or bolt back on the Uzi, far enough to eject that round, but not far enough to I guess get back to the disconnector, and it was firing full auto on me. So some weird things can happen. I notice there's a catch there. I mean, it's getting back there, and then going on back, you can feel a little resistance. Okay. All right, we'll shoot some more here. Fun little gun. Fun little gun. SR22. Oh, by the way, this is a T&E gun that I requested when I saw it was coming out or out, and appreciate Ruger sending it along, because it's a nifty little gun. All right, we'll make sure. We've not had a problem with the mag. I mean, you got to punch them, but that's not been a problem. Okay, and this is mostly Winchester Super X I'm shooting here. It's a blast to shoot. It's a blast. Feels good, feels good. Why don't we try a little bit of this? See if I can tell any difference in the slide operation. But like I say, the other stuff's been working. All right, put a few of these in there. CCI mini mags. These are supposed to be one of the premium rounds in terms of 22, and they do tend to work well. Although one of them is the one. I think that was the one misfire we had prior to the video was one of these. So you just never know. That's why most folks do not advise you choose a 22 long rifle for your self-defense firearm, although again it does beat a stick, because most of the time they work okay. It's just that a centerfire cartridge is way more reliable, way more. Magazines load well. You know, you can get your grip on it just fine, and you know, take the pressure off. Seems to work just fine. Interesting look there. There's kind of a staggered on the base of those cartridges. Looks like they're in there haphazardly or something, but really not. Works just fine. Okay. So let's try it again with CCI. I might go out again, long range here. Let's try that red plate some more. Got him. I tell you, one of those was weak though. I could feel it and hear it, I think, the difference. Yeah, let's try him for Mr. Pig there a little bit. Good little shooter. Good little shooter. Yeah, even that stuff is supposed to be some of the very best, but I could tell the difference. I just wouldn't, I don't know, I guess there is some maybe high dollar 22 ammunition. I don't keep up with that market, you know, as well as some people do. But there's probably some that is maybe beyond anything I've got out here. Some of that people use in competition, you know, or something. I don't know. We might try a couple more. Since we're probably finished with this stuff, and this is all coated, we'll go ahead and try some more of these tracers for kicks. We got some green ones. Let me see if they work. Before the video, we were playing with those, and they didn't seem to work quite as well. But, and again, these are Piney Mountain ammunition. Okay, if it tells you anything. There's all kinds of stuff up at Knob Creek, and you'd liable to run into anything. So, could be somebody in his basement in Shepherdsville, Kentucky, making this stuff or something. I don't know. I don't know. There's an address on there. I don't want to make fun of their ammo. It's probably a, let's see, made in USA, Piney Mountain Ammunition, co.com, non-corrosive. Okay, so let's see, I don't know where it's from, but we'll put a couple mags through here to see if we get a few of them to work. 22s are fun, you know, not very expensive to shoot. You just have to, you know, put up with the idiosyncrasies of them, you know. It's just the way it is. They're kind of like muzzle loaders, or, you know, cap and ball pistols. You've got to be in the right frame of mind. Assume you're going to have maybe an issue or two. Ammo is going to be irregular, inconsistent, and just plink. Not worry about it. I was telling John, we were talking about this one day not too long ago. It's kind of like firecrackers. You buy a bunch of fireworks, packs of firecrackers, you know, and you throw them and light them, throw them. Like, you got to figure 1 out of 3 is going to work. You know, you just kind of know that. But hopefully, you can find ammo that's not too bad, and this is not. We'll see how these do. Okay, magazine is seated well. So, see if we can trace the bullet a little bit here now. At the gong. Cool. Did you hear that one? That was about 150 feet per second, I think. That one. There you go. See? Now that I believe for sure, there's a good indicator right there. It didn't pick up the round, see? Yeah, like I said, it was about 150 feet per second. You know, not enough power to bring that slide back and pick up the next round. And I guess that's what was happening earlier. Well, I didn't see much green light on those last few. Maybe we'll get some out of this mag. Okay. All right. Okay. Nice when they work. Quite an irregular power factor on those things. I think the mags are fine. The magazines are just fine. They're seated just fine. It's just that with some of the ammo, you get a light round, it's not going to pick that up. So I'll next time I shoot it, we do a video. It was lubed, but as I shoot it more and more and more and get it broken in, we'll observe that, and also test it maybe with some warmer. Oh, I know we didn't do. Getting along here. I know y'all got to get away and eat. You know, get away to work. I forgot to test the blazer. Okay, let's take a few of these. Shoot a few of these real quick. All right. Wow. I was expecting aluminum cases. Well, these are coated. And I'm just curious to see how they do. What kind of power factor we have here. I've never shot any. So we'd have been doing it after the video. So might as well do it while we've got you here with us. How's that? Pop a few of them out here. See if we can keep them. Well, these look different. We can keep these straight. We clean up here. Blazer. I don't think I knew they made 22 ammo in a brass case. Because I was expecting an aluminum case. I'm not sure I knew if they have ever made it with an aluminum case either, for that matter. Probably not. It might not work so well with rimfire. All right. So we'll try this real quick. Blazer. See if we got any published. 50 round, 40 grains. Okay. Felt pretty consistent, I have to say. I didn't notice any half power rounds like I've been feeling. I'm going to decock it and shoot double action. Try to get the safety off. Once you decock it, you know, yeah, it goes in double action, but you got to have it drops the hammer, but then you got to disengage the safety to get control of the trigger again, of course. So forget about it. You can tell I've been shooting Glocks a long time, right? I'm not used to all that. Those felt fine. Those felt very consistent, I'll have to say. So I'll keep that in mind. We'll shoot some of those in future experimentation with it and everything. So anyway, I like this gun. It's fun to shoot. And looks like the only thing is maybe making sure you get powerful enough ammo, and then, of course, getting it broken in. But it's a nifty little gun. We'll shoot it a bunch more and let you know how it goes, and we're kind of keeping track of the round count, you know, within ballpark here. So anyway, the Ruger, the SR22, it's a pretty nifty little gun, and if you've shot one, you know what I'm talking about. It's pretty neat. So life is good.